Hello and welcome to the Commander's Quarters, your Magic the Gathering source that helps you command your budget. This show and episodes like this one are possible thanks to viewers like you. If you're looking for an easy way to help support this show, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any new episodes. You can also go check out our playmats and other merchandise at thecommandersquarters.com. Another easy way to support this show is with our TCG player affiliate links. So whether you're buying a deck or individual cards, you can use this general link right here or one in the description. And the final way that you can support this show is by supporting us directly by becoming a patron. There are many benefits to being a patron, and I truly couldn't do this without all their support. Hey everyone, Mitch coming in for the Commander's Quarters studio. Welcome to the show. According to MTG Wiki, Magical Christmas Land is an extremely rare situation where a deck or combo goes as hoped or extremely well. So it might be using the phrase, this can only happen in Magical Christmas Land. But guess what? On today's show, we are living once again in Magical Christmas Land. Everything goes our way just like we thought it would. So much so that we get the exact cards that we need in our opening hand to win on turn 1. So in this episode, I'm going to show you exactly how we do that. So our Magical Christmas Land turn 1 win commander for this deck is Iname Death Aspect. Iname is a 4/4 spirit that costs 4 black, and when it comes into play, you can search your library for any number of spirit cards and put them into your graveyard. If you do, shuffle your library. So Iname doesn't really have that many decks built around it. At this point on EDH Rec, it only has 84. It's not really seen as that powerful of a commander, but its effect is really unique, and I'm here to tell you that that can be an incredibly powerful effect. Getting every single spirit from our deck into our graveyard can lead to some incredible plays. Now when it comes to our Magical Christmas Land opening hand, we've got Swamp, Soul Ring, Jeweled Lotus, Dark Ritual, Songs of the Damned, and Exsanguinate. Now you might be thinking it's incredibly unlikely to get the exact 6 cards that you need in your opening hand, but again, this is Magical Christmas Land rules, and that overrides probability. Now I'll take you step by step through this combo to show you exactly how it works with Iname. And because rules are a thing, we actually need 7 cards in our opening hand, so why not just a Swamp? But whatever that 7th card is really doesn't matter because we won't need it. So we start off on turn 1, and thank you rules lawyers out there, yes we do need a draw, so we draw a Swamp. But again, whatever card that we drew really doesn't matter because we don't need it. Anyways, let's get to this absolutely beautiful board state that I've made for you to demonstrate this combo. In the top right, you'll see our mana pool, which is of course currently empty. And on the left side of the screen, we've got 4 zones. Starting in the top left, going clockwise, we've got Exiled, Command Zone, Library, and Graveyard. Isn't that little graveyard skull cute? Anyways, first off, we're going to play a Swamp and we're going to tap it for mana. We're going to utilize that mana to cast Dark Ritual. Now, Dark Ritual is the OG ritual in Magic. It's an instant for a black and it adds black to our mana pool. Basically, it's just a nice burst of temporary mana that we get access to. So let's go back to our board state. Dark Ritual has resolved and we've got 3 black mana in our mana pool. Now that's nowhere near enough mana for us to do what we need to do, so let's get some more. So we're going to utilize one of our mana to cast Soul Ring. Now Soul Ring is basically the poster child of Commander, so you've probably seen it before, but if not, here we go. Soul Ring is an artifact for 1 and it taps to add colorless. So this is a hyper efficient mana rock that costs 1 and taps for 2. And it's banned in basically any format outside of Commander, so yeah, it's an incredibly powerful thing, especially on turn 1. But now let's get back to our board state, and we're not going to tap Soul Ring quite just yet. Instead, we're going to cast Jeweled Lotus for free. Now, to put it one way and put it pretty lightly, Jeweled Lotus is a very silly card. Yeah, let's just go with that. It's an artifact for 0, and it has tap, sacrifice Jeweled Lotus, add 3 mana of any one color, spend this mana only to cast your commander. So in this scenario where we're utilizing it to cast our commander, it's essentially a Black Lotus. Obviously, it's nowhere near as powerful, but in this scenario, it pretty much is. Anyways, next up we'll tap and sacrifice Jeweled Lotus to add 3 black mana to our mana pool, and again, we can only utilize this mana to cast our commander. So at this point, we've got 5 black mana in our mana pool. Now let's tap Soul Ring to add colorless colors to our mana pool. In total, at this point, we've got 7 mana, which is more than enough to cast our commander. So utilizing the 2 mana from Soul Ring, the 3 mana from Jeweled Lotus, and 1 of the Dark Ritual mana, we are going to cast Iname. Let's read Iname again really quick, just in case we forgot what it does. When it comes into play, we can search our library for any number of spirit cards and put them into our graveyard. If we do, we shuffle our library. And of course, that's exactly what we are going to do. We take every single spirit in our library and put it right into our graveyard. So we could go get some spirits like Farbog Revenant, a Cursed Spirit, or Disowned Ancestor. It really doesn't matter what these spirits are or what they do. According to Scryfall, there are 104 spirits in Mono Black, and then you've also got access to the 9 changelings in Mono Black as well, so that's, 113 cards that you can pick from? Pick whichever ones you want, they really don't matter. Regardless, let's say that you went and got, 42 spirits. And we'll talk about why that number matters here in a little bit. So back to our board state, though, our graveyard is chock full of spirits. We've got a black mana left, and we've got 2 cards left in our hand. So we've got everything set up, and now comes the fun part. So with our very last mana, we're going to cast Songs of the Damned. Now, Songs of the Damned is actually one of my favorite cards from Pauper, though it's listed here as an uncommon. It actually was a common originally. Regardless, enough about my janky Crypt Rats Pauper deck. Songs of the Damned is an instant for a black, and it says, add black for each creature card in your graveyard. So you know how we were completely out of mana? Well, we're not anymore. So let's go back to our board state. Songs of the Damned has resolved, and we've got 42 black mana. Again, that's 1 mana for every single one of those spirits that are in our graveyard, which again was 42. And yeah, I just put the number 42 up there instead of actually just putting, 42 black mana symbols, because that would take too long, and yeah, it's easier to see, so let's just go with it. Regardless, with all of our mana, we're going to utilize it to cast our finisher, which is Exsanguinate. Now, other finishers like Torment of Hailfire could fit in this slot as well, but pick whichever one's your favorite. But anyways, Exsanguinate is a sorcery for X black, and it says each opponent loses X life, you gain life equal to the life lost this way. So we paid exactly 40 into that X, so this drains all of our opponents for 40, and we gain 120. Though gaining life really doesn't matter at this point because our opponents are dead. Again, obviously, though it's not really all that necessary, you could put more spirits in your graveyard and drain your opponents for even more. Regardless, that's how our Iname Death Aspect Magical Christmas Land turn 1 combo win works. But I think that you can make it even more efficient. So if you've got a way to pull this combo off with less than 6 cards, I would love to hear from you, so let me know in the comments below. Also, if you haven't seen my other Magical Christmas Land episode on Bergie, make sure you check that one out as well. Bergie might be the god of storytelling, but she's also the god of a turn 1 combo win. And with that, the show is coming to a close, so it's my turn to hear from you. So in the comments below, let me know what your thoughts on this episode are, and as always, thanks again and have a good one.